Welcome to Croma TCG. Now, before we dive into what Croma TCG is, this is going to be our first episode of Croma the Card Shop, essentially talking about what makes a card shop successful, what we want to hit, our milestones, exactly what we're doing, and a quick monthly update every single month on what is working and what's not working and what we're pivoting to, etc. Now, we won't talk about details with numbers. We won't talk about anything like that. We'll talk about percentages. We'll talk about growth, but we believe that everyone's in a different journey and everyone has different goals and perspectives for their shops and their respective businesses. So numbers at the end of the day don't really matter, because if someone is finding success doing what they love, then that's cool for them. So let's go from there. Now, Kenny launched Croma a few years ago whenever he started selling Japanese cards out of his basement. Then when we combined forces in March, we were able to figure out, hey, let's start a brick and mortar and start jumping into other TCGs as well. Now, Pokemon has always been the primary focus, but there are three pillars in which we've built Croma on. Number one is obviously, and of course it's a buzzword, it's community. But we've taken community very seriously. It's more than just a place where you can just come. That's a card shop. Every card shop is going to have a community because of naturally how it's built. You're required to have play nights. You're required to do certain things that a card shop has to do. Doing the bare minimum doesn't mean you're building a community. Doing the bare minimum means you're doing what has to be done in order to operate as a card shop. So let me make that clear. We are not in the business of doing the bare minimum. So what does that mean? That means from the beginning, Kenny and I saw ourselves as an event company that happened to sell Pokemon. That means 21 plus events called Shiny Vault, train night, play nights, where it's more advanced, where we're inviting people to come to buy and sell their own singles in our card shop. It means hosting big, ravish, elegant card shows in Utah, where we can go ahead and host and give events and food and sitting tables and places where people can actually enjoy each other's presence and the hobby a bit more. It means hosting mini card shows where we are bringing in other vendors who sell sealed and singles into our space, ultimately taking away from our bottom line, but we do it because we understand that they will have to offer different and sometimes better things than we do, and we're okay with that. It means hosting release events that are more than just coming in and buy a card. It's a party, it's a hangout, it's more effort. It means having tables and yard games and fun and just hanging out and being with the crowd in everything we do. So we're an event company that happens to sell Pokemon. Number two, for anything modern, we will always stay priced at market. What does this mean? Obviously, the market has been moving in a very aggressive manner. Things are shooting up in price and dropping down really hard and shooting back up again. And the market price doesn't seem to catch up just as fast. But our goal is to never be the ones to foretell or give foresight to things. It means we're depending on two factors, and that is TCG player market price and recent sold. And recent sold can come from TCG player or eBay. That's it. No, hey, we believe this set is going to be X amount of dollars, even though right now the recent sold says Y. We will never do that. The reason is we are not in the business of speculation. We can leave that to the trust funds and the investors. We are in the business of selling product at the price the market has deemed it to be in order for our community to have the best chance possible. Now, what it means is it really limits us because we cannot operate at a margin that other card shops do. So instead, what we have to do is volume. We have to focus on how can we sell as much as possible at a smallest margin to as many fans and community members as possible. So that leads us to step number three. We built a program called the Shiny Vault membership. Now, this membership isn't entirely unique. A lot of companies operate with a membership where you can go ahead and invest into a membership to unlock more perks or better prices. The one example that we use and we fashion our membership over is Costco. Costco is an amazing wholesale program, but Costco has very slim margins on a lot of their products. They buy by bulk, they sell by bulk. And because of that, they're able to operate on thin margins. But the way Costco is able to operate extremely profitable year over year is through their memberships. Whether it's their base membership or their executive membership, they were able to get into everyone's home by offering great prices, but at a membership cost. Meaning, whether you use the Costco membership that month or that year or not, you are still putting into the revenue pipeline. You are still putting money into the business that allows them to give prices and deals and travel and cars and tires and all these perks at a better price. Shiny Vault does just that. At $10 a month, it saves you 10% on all product. Most product these days will blow past $100, meaning with one single purchase, you can make back your membership. What it does for us though, it builds three things: loyalty, recurring revenue, and being able to do perks and promotions for these $10 a month members that we don't offer to anyone else. Why is that? Why can't we open it to everyone else? Would it be smarter? Would we make more money off sales? Yes, sure. But exclusivity is a thing that most brands forget. They want their product and their brand to be available to every single one, diluting the value and diluting the opportunity a card shop has. Croma does not want to do that. We want to show people that this is an exclusive place that if you put in your time, your effort, and your friendship and your money and whatever it is else you want to put in, that you are going to end up with a lot more than just packs and bulk at the end of the day. This is about building friendships. This is about building community. This is about actually investing your time in order to get something out of it. And that's pretty much how Croma came to be. It's not about making as much money as possible. It's about making as many fans as possible. We want to be the card shop that people love. And that sounds crazy, but we want to be the card shop that people go to as a reliable and trustworthy source for everything, whether it's the anti-scalper program or shiny vaults or pre-grading or free bulk cards or play nights and trade nights or letting us borrow the decks or us playing with you and teaching you how to play the game. The idea behind it is how can you join a place that actually is going to care, that actually will have members that care and have your back when it comes to collecting, when it comes to hanging out, when it comes to just doing really fun stuff. I think in a world where people always look to get the edge up on somebody else, it's about time companies start looking, how can we treat our customers like absolute rock stars? So that way they in turn can treat us like rock stars. And I think that is what makes Croma special. It's a place where tons of people can come. And no matter what walk of life you're in, you can go ahead and have a really good time because Croma at the end of the day was built as an event company that happens to sell Pokemon, other TCGs. So that's kind of my small rant of how we came to be. If you have any comments or questions or even how you met us, I would love to hear the story. I know sometimes Kenny and I this year have met thousands of people and sometimes we do forget. So let's have a comment below of how you ended up finding our page. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. We'll answer them when we can or DM us and we'll be happy to chat with you as well. Either way, every beginning of the month, be sure to look out for the videos updating you about Croma. This is our about video, but soon you'll have videos explaining our growth and what we're doing every single month. Thanks guys.